So I'm doing a little series for you about cracking, vocal cracks, vocal breaks, uninvited sudden registration shifts. So I have cracked a lot. I wrote about this in this week's email about a few of the times where I had some very interesting vocal events shake down in front of paying audiences. So, what happens when we experience these events? A huge problem is we think there's something wrong or faulty or broken with our technique or with our voice itself when we crack, when actually a good solid understanding of how your physiology and physics work together will go a long way. In this video, I want to talk with you about really culprit number one when it comes to why we crack on notes that we don't want to crack on. Reason number one is vocal tract shape. And what I mean by that is, what is the space from your larynx to your lips? What is that doing? Because the shape of that has an effect on how your vocal folds are vibrating. The vowel you are singing has an effect on the vocal folds and how they vibrate. For instance, let's look at the vowel E, the E vowel. I'm going to put my hands on my cheeks and just let my lips be very squishy. And I want you to say E, E. Now, feel where your tongue is for an E vowel. E, okay? Now, just notice what happens when you change vowels. E, A, O, E, A, O. What does the tongue do? The tongue is moving in the mouth. It is where the tongue relates to your hard palate. That is what makes a vowel. Feel where an E vowel is in your mouth. Now, E vowels love a good mode to head voice moment, yeah? So if E's just fine there. E vowel can only go so far when there's more thickness in my vibratory pattern. So some people call this mode 1, some people call this chest voice, thick fold. There are different ways to talk about this register. If I even start here and I stay on the E vowel, what will happen? Strictly E. Okay, so that's starting to hurt. If I try to keep the folds thick. If I let my folds have a little bit of freedom, you hear the flip in mode 2. The shape in my oral cavity will not support a thick fold event after a certain frequency. And that's often where did this event happen? Around F sharp. That's where things turn for me, yeah? So it'll be different for different voice types. But once I get around F sharp, see, it gets squeezy if I stay with E. So, what do you do? What do you do? You've got to change the vowel. The vowel has to change or modify. So the E vowel needs to adjust more toward an I vowel, as in sit or sip. But I want you to think of it as a very fronted I vowel, like in German when you say bitte. American English, the I sits really far back. And I don't think that's as helpful for singing. But I'm going to adjust my vowel from E to I as I move higher, and you'll see that that will agree with the mode better. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go from E, the vowel is going to change to I, yeah? E. So you can see I lowered my jaw, and I change the vowel to I. Yeah? What does this apply to? It applies to a lot of things. If I'm singing above F sharp G in this area of my voice, what we would call a more mixy musical theater situation. So if I'm he, that I'm really singing he, but it sounds like an E vowel there. So listen to this. He, it sounds like an I vowel. I'm going to keep that vowel the same. He. An I vowel allows me to stay in that mode. If I'm in an E vowel, he, or he. I'm not going to keep doing that. Yeah. So I need an I vowel as I go higher. The lowering of my jaw makes my vocal tract a little longer, and the position of my tongue coming back a little bit for the I vowel provides the acoustic environment that it needs in order for that register to stay consistent. So that I vowel is very handy. In fact, this I vowel is what you hear when words like you are sung in more contemporary styles. So if I sing you, that's an I vowel. I'm thinking about what's Journey. Here we stand, well, the pot heart's broken in two. That's an I vowel. That's how that works. That's for E vowel. Another big culprit is the oo vowel. So feel an oo, like la luna, or if you eat something delicious, ooh, delicious. Yeah. So if I ooh, I'm still cool. Ooh, so ooh also wants to flip the head. Ooh also wants to squeeze as well. Ooh. That's Noah, stick your foot up in the air. We've got a little visitor for today's video. All right, so you hang out right here, and maybe we'll do some demo together. So if you see a foot or a hand show up in the frame, that's who it belongs to, Mr. Noah Calloway. So if I've got ooh, so ooh wants to squeeze as well if I get higher. So same thing with ooh. With E, we lowered the jaw a little bit, modified to I. Ooh, we're going to modify more toward ooh, yeah? So if I have ooh, all right? It is the shape of the vocal tract that we are paying attention to that will agree with, that will support the actual vocal mode that's happening there. So, I mean, this is a lot of classes on acoustics, but I think those tools right there will help you a lot in these tools will help you a lot in navigating when the tessitura gets higher and you are working with different vowels. Think about that. Practice that with the E and the OO. And in the next video, I will talk about the vowels that always help with those thicker fold modes that climb higher. So I'll talk about the vowels that always help in the next video. For now, think about that E to I transition and that OO to transition. And in the next video, I'll talk more about the vowels that always help with certain kinds of belting, okay? Here he is. All right, do you want to give this a try? Mm-hmm. All right, so I want you to go, can you go E? E. Yeah. And can you go E? E. Can you go up? Can you take the pitch up? E. E. There you go. See, he can take the E.
I take this much.
He can take the E really high. Okay, how about ooh? Ooh. Can you slide that ooh up? Ooh. Ooh. Very good. Now can you do it like an owl? Ooh, ooh. Ooh. There you go. There's the mode 2, yeah? Ooh. Can you do that? Ooh. Lovely. All right. Can you say goodbye to our friends out there?
Goodbye.
All right, go sing.